I started to develop a preference for quality over quantity. And I was getting more out of touring in the backcountry, even in 2 or 3 laps or 1 lap, than I was, let's say, at a half or a full day at the resort. I hope that other people can have this similar experience. I hope that my son, or my son that's coming soon, can have the same experience as me.
Maybe our most popular West Shore Jake's backcountry ski spot had been eliminated or was being dismantled.
It's kind of like my playground, and one of the biggest reasons why I live where I live. Access started becoming more of an issue while the sport of backcountry skiing and snowboarding actually increased in popularity and was growing really quickly every year.
With a lot of community support, we saved the parking for Jake's.
So that's sort of how the Tahoe Backcountry Alliance was born, just out of necessity to become a voice of the Tahoe backcountry users.
Well, I'm a huge backcountry skier, and I've personally had a lot of problems accessing trailheads, showing up really early and the parking is full, and so I want to help increase access for everyone.
Advocacy for access at trailheads is kind of like an overarching big topic, but then education is another really important component.
You know, we want to teach people also to be stewards of the trailhead, stewards of the land, stewards of everything that we come in contact to.
The Backcountry Safety Awareness Week, where we've also collaborated with a variety of different local nonprofits for kind of like a multimedia educational approach with the community. Our Trailhead Counter program. I feel like backcountry skiers and snowboarders kind of fly under the radar in a lot of ways, and so having this concrete data that we can use to advocate for and push our policy initiatives is super helpful. And on a personal note, I'm really excited I don't have to spend all winter out there anymore. When we formed in 2015, we had a pretty narrow lane, and that was trailhead access. As we've matured as an organization, we've tasted some success, we've realized that we need to expand our vision of access, and that it should go beyond just trailheads, and that access should also mean all people in our community, should have access to winter backcountry recreation experiences. Our particular program is going to be with the Washoe tribe this winter. We have purchased snowshoe and cross-country skis for 30 youth in the Washoe tribe, and we're going to be partnering with other local nonprofits for the in-the-field components, teaching the kids how to use the gear, but also a natural history component and also a leave no trace component.
We went and skied the lake run, and it was so much fun. The lake run, it pretty much starts up at the top of Mount Judah near Sugar Bowl, and then you can ski all the way down to Donner Lake, down in that neighborhood there. And luckily the TBA has secured some significant plowing at the West End beach parking so that backcountry users like us can park legally. The TBA helped install a lot of really important signage. It helps skiers know where they can enter and access the lake run so that we're not skiing on private property.
A pretty difficult situation of establishing a trailhead in a contentious area for public lands that have been historically accessed.
A few partnerships in order to make this parking happen were the Truckee Donner Land Trust, Visit Truckee Tahoe, and the Town of Truckee.
TBA started with a microtransit pilot study here on the North Shore, operating out of the Tahoe City Transit Center, and that was just 3 Saturdays within a winter. We've been able to expand that over the last couple of years. Now we're working over 15 weekends a year along the North Shore, and we're expanding to the South Shore for 5 Saturdays this upcoming winter. Public lands are not a given, and it's not something that we should take for granted. And access to is something that we should fight for, and something that we should make a point to continue to preserve.
There's still a lot of work to be done. And to get that work done, we really need the help of the community. We definitely need more resources to get projects done. Projects take time, and projects definitely take money. As we lean into these projects, we're going to need to expand our capacity, and that's where you come in.
Supporting TBA will help increase access for places like this in the future.
Country.